Hello and welcome to the second semifinal of the Norwegian Championships 2015. We're here playing Pancake Ultimate versus Trondheim Frisbee Club.
Pancake playing red and Trondheim playing black.
Great defense there. Risky pass by Aslak. Swing pass there. Ivan gets the disc back. Looking for a finish in the end zone here. Get some cuts in. And score there by Trondheim. 1-0 after 3.5 minutes. So we saw in the previous semi-final that Stovner won against BSI. So the winner of this match will go on to face Stovner in the final. Yeah, strong lineup from both teams actually. Disc not caught by Christian there. Gonna have to take it on the sideline. Forcing sideline. Great defense.
Regarding the pull in indoor Ultimate in Scandinavia, if you can touch the pull without catching it, it's not a turnover.
Good break pass there for the score. 2-0 Trondheim. Unfortunate turnover for Pancake there.
Actually, Trondheim at this tournament is having like a lot of players, like all their basic players, what they usually bring to tournaments, but they have a few extra this time.
With the disc there, strip goal. Disc in at 3. Turnover by Pancake.
Looking for a dump.
Gets the swing.
Disc was a little bit behind us, so it's really difficult to catch behind your back. Pancake back in offense.
Oh, risky pass there from Ibra. Looking for Frode in the end zone.
Trondheim's back.
Hard mark there for Ibra.
Nice dump swing.
No one on Lars. They have a man open. Pancake playing a type of end zone defense with 2 players in the end zone. We'll see if they continue with that. Tries to jump in. No good. Fumbles the pass. Long pass.
Oh. Andre trying to catch with his right hand. Maybe left hand would have been preferred like that.
Even though he is a left-handed player, he says he prefers to catch with his right hand. Hammer.
3-0.
So Trondheim won the Norwegian series.
What
How
happened?
do you think their chances are
Against
regarding this championship?
I think they have a really strong team here. The Stovner players, they don't practice Ultimate regularly, but they show up at the Norwegian Championships and they have been playing for many years, so their throws are really precise and they can do some throws that not many people can do. So they have been playing 4 games now, so it will be their 5th game. So a little bit about legs. I think Trondheim can do it. Oh, disco.
A little bit of frustration there from the receiver. Not too happy with the throw.
And a disc lying on the field.
Pancake playing man-man defense, forcing home, and a pick call here. Disc goes back. So a pick occurs when a defensive player is obstructed in following his mark due to another offensive player getting in the way.
Just saw Trondheim losing the disc due to trying to catch an easy pass with one hand. Should have been a two-handed catch.
Good stutter step there by Frode to get the first score for Pancake. Approaching 10 minutes played here. Score is still 2-1.
Yeah, what happened down there? They scored a minute ago. Trondheim. The disc was turned over. I didn't see what happened.
I think there was some discussion between the players. I'm not exactly sure what the call was.
Maybe it would have been out according to where it happened, but I didn't see it.
Several players have mentioned that the white or yellow lines, which are the outbound lines for the ultimate field here, they're very difficult to see when you're on the fly. So it can be difficult for players to ensure that they catch on field.
Those coverage from us.
Easy defense.
Seems like Trondheim have been losing their head a little bit for the last 4 minutes, something like that. Not playing as safe as they did in the beginning.
What do you think about Pancake's offensive strategy so far? It's not looking too structured, at least in this last point. This is generally a group that practices a lot together, and even with a couple of the juniors. So you'd think that they had a solid offensive strategy to go to.
Yeah. Both teams are teams that usually practice together, so they know each other well, and probably they can play 5-on-5 on the practices.
Drop pass, couldn't take it where it went. Difficult
See
pass
again.
there to grab.
Trondheim stressing a bit again.
pass a bit too far out the line. Justus could not make the grab inbounds.
If you have 1 foot in and 1 foot out, then you're out when you catch the disc. If you're in the air, the first starting inbound, and you catch the disc in the air, the first touch will decide if you're in or out.
Quite a few turnovers here. Do you think that's caused by stress in the offense or good defense?
I think Trondheim is losing their head a little bit at the moment. I'll just see it on the faces of some of the players walking back now. They're not completely satisfied with this one. We're on 2-3 now.
Andre amongst the score, trying to get the team riled up a bit. Maybe that's what Pancakes needs. Get some motivation and energy into the team.
You see Pancake using the same strategy as yesterday when they played against Hit, but they are like mainly using male players and then the best of them. They probably really want to win this summer.
Pancake, historically a very successful team here in Norway, taking a lot of the Norwegian championships, both the tournament and then the series, hoping to continue that here.
It's first championships for Trondheim. They used to be a university team, but beginning of this indoor season, they founded a new team because there were a lot of players not on the university anymore. So now they are a top team. Actually, the university team is not here on this team. So even though it's their first tournament in a Norwegian championships, the players are experienced and have been playing together for many years.
Great to see that teams stick together even after their university years, which is when a lot of people actually discover and start playing Ultimate competitively.
Yeah. Oh.
Great layout there by Aslak. What a grab.
But relatively risky pass, no spinning with this.
I believe Andre was pretty high up on the stall count there, forced to make that not too pretty pass to Aslak.
Now it's equal, like 15 minutes ago, 16 minutes ago when the game started. Very few points in this game. 16 minutes played and 7 points, which means it's a tight game. Like we said a minute ago, 11 turns.
Less than 10 minutes to play here. We'll see how the team's strategies evolve. Maybe they can calm down on their offenses a bit. Get rid of a lot of those turnovers.
I think maybe even the team doing that first will take this match.
Hammer makes the grab.
Nice grab. Trondheim is back.
Clean offense by Trondheim. See here what Pancake can do with their offense. So we've got Aslak, Christian, Lars, Frode, and Justas.
Justas and Frode just switch places.
Justas to receive the disc, brings it up to the middle. horizontal stack here by Pancake. 2 handlers.
Nice grab from Justus.
Great blade. Good bid. Just couldn't make the catch. Perhaps a sign of Pancake still stressing in their offense. Feeling forced to make those...
Looked a little bit like that. Close call then. Oh. A knife that turned into a hammer on the way.
Tough to read and redirects kind of where it's not intended to be. Hammer.
Oh.
Loses the disc.
Food is a bit upset about that, but I would say throwing a disc in the back of the person running is really a hard way of getting eye contact with the receiver.
You really want to get eye contact before you make the pass to your receiver. Make sure he's on the same page as you.
As Christian was running, I would have expected him to cut to the right side of the end zone, receiving a knife over there instead of a hammer in the back.
Good defense there by Aslak to get the turnover.
All the way in the back of the end zone.
Looking for a dump. High blade there to Aslak for the swing.
Not often that we see Christian missing a throw with that margin. Really secure player usually.
It's good to see Pancake getting a lot of support from the sideline here. See them communicating to their on-field players.
Yeah, that's actually a big part of playing Ultimate. Since on the field you can only have like a certain part of the field in your view at the same time you're playing. To the sideline you can move your attention from the disc or following one specific player.
Miscommunication there, it looked like, between Trondheim
Scoop
players.
up from Aslak.
Good flow here.
Nice and
Gets
safe
the swing.
offense.
Looking for the finish.
Looks like a point, yeah.
Scuba, nice.
So, 4 minutes, 15 seconds left, and it's 4-5 to Pancake.
So maybe you could explain when the clock runs out and the game is within 1 point,
Yeah,
what happens?
We use a soft version of the Pancake cap. So in Ultimate, in general, when the time goes out, you can either win by scoring a certain amount of points, in this tournament 13. If you don't make that until 25 minutes, then the sound will appear and you know the game is over. But you actually keep playing, and then you finish the point you're playing. And the soft Pancake cap makes you look at the score after the last point has been played. And if the difference is 0 or 1, then you add 1 to the leading score and play for that. So if it's 6-6 when the time goes out, they finish the point, it becomes 6-7, only 1 difference, so the game would lead to 8. So actually both teams has the chance of winning.
Nice swings here between the Pancake players, keeping the Trondheim offense or defense on the move.
Nice grab from Lars.
Good grab. Whoa. That's the kind of points that gets energy back into the team.
Yeah. Taking out of Trump. Just played the Paganello tournament in Italy over Easter this year, beach tournament, big one. The Paga cap used there is when the time is out, you finish the point, and no matter what the score is, unless the team has won by the point cap, you will play 2 additional points on the top score. So if it's 1-9, you play to 11.
Could make for some pretty epic comebacks.
Yeah. Can also be if it's really windy on the beach, it can
Steps on the line. Turnover. Christian picks up the disc.
Fumble by
Ibra completely free in the end zone. Andro.
Again, he tries to catch with his right hand. I shouldn't prefer that. It's a much better possibility of catching that disc with the left hand. And even though you're not used to catching with your left hand, and it's a game, we should do it. Because now we see he actually missed 2 out of 2 with his right hand. My bet is he would have had at least one of them with his he missed with his right hand, he would have had at least one of them with his left hand.
Because players of this caliber at the Norwegian Championships really should realize these mistakes and be able to make those catches with both hands just as easily. Pancake sets up a type of horizontal stack. Andro runs deep. Trude gets it in the middle.
Trondheim needs to get this point. Now it's 4-7, so they got 10 seconds to score. To play the extra point out of the time cap. So actually Pancake will win this scenario. So now the time is out and the score is 4-7. But when at the same time as the point was scored, the next one is running. So this is the last point that we have to play. Then we look at the score. Since it's 4-7 now, it can only be 5-7, which is 2 in difference, so that would be a win for Pancake.
So that means we're going to have Pancake versus Stovner in the final. What do you think Pancake has to look at to really improve or take advantage of in the final?
I think it would be a tough game for Pancake. They the game against Hit yesterday to go top pool or bottom pool, they really used their strong players in almost every point, even though Hit is having only 5 players and 2 girls on the line all the time. And this game they also used their strong players for basically every point. The question is if they will keep up with Stovner in the final. Stovner has, I think, 12. Yesterday there were 12 players here, and they are all experienced players that can throw.
We see that Pancake only now in the last point, when they've secured the win, decides to put in one of their up and coming juniors, Adam.
Connie is also playing. Nice catch from Aslan.
Resets the stall can.
Adam, the junior, throwing there. Long pass off the middle of the field.
Foul called. Looks to be contested. Disc is going to go back. Players have to return to their positions when the foul was called.
But the score and the situation may be unnecessary for.
So that
So Pancake wins the game.
8-4 Pancake. So that means we're going to have Trondheim versus BSI in the third place finals
So should we try and predict something
for the finals or third
for
place
the
finals?
first 4 places?
First 4 places? Okay. Have to say that Stovner has looked really, really strong this whole tournament.
I agree with that.
And they have such a large group of experienced players. I think they're almost 11 or 12 players. So they really have fresh legs every point, even though they may be a bit older than a lot of the players here.
I agree on that one. So that would be Stovner first, Pancake second. What about third and fourth?
Trondheim versus Bergen. This is we've seen this matchup a lot of times throughout the series here in Norway, and it's been very close matches every time, honestly. So I think for this tournament, I'd say that Trondheim has the advantage. They're I don't know, maybe it'll be a pretty exciting match anyways though. But so here we see the 7th and 8th place teams warming up actually. This is Wizards of Os from Os University and Ekeberg.